In this video, we are come to learn the environment and the weather. So by the end of this video, you should be able to 1. Demonstrate knowledge of environmental safety. Explain ways of making the environment safe. Demonstrate knowledge of reducing environmental pollution. Prevent pollution on the environment by performing simple activities. Recognize the sun as an important body in our global environment. The last one, describe the sun as the source of light and heat to the earth. So now let's demonstrate knowledge of the environmental safety. So how often do you sweep your room and compound? What about your classroom? It is good to keep our rooms and compounds safe. The flowers and trees in our homes must be pruned to give them a nice shape. Do you immediately wash your bowl after eating? If yes, keep it up because it prevents germs infection. So please go out and then pick all the rubbish on your compound so that you will make the compound safe for all of you. Every responsible child must make sure that his environment is safe and clean. So this prevents several health problems. Okay, now let's go to the ways of making the environment safe. So let us talk about ways of ensuring safety in the environment. One is keeping the environment clean. Keeping the environment clean. One way of making the environment safe is by cleaning the environment. So the people in the community must come together to sweep, clear bushes, and desert or choked gutters. So this activity is called what? Communal labor. Coming together to desert gutters, sweep the compound, is called what? Communal labor. So number 2 is planting trees. We must encourage people to plant more trees in the environment. Trees provide fresh air for human beings. So what is the name of that fresh air? I hope you know the answer. And the answer is oxygen. Planting trees is good because it reduces air pollution. So number 3 is good sanitation. Environmental safety can be ensured by maintaining good sanitation. We should put all waste and rubbish in the dustbins. Rubbish should not be left anyhow in our environment or our classrooms. So the 4th one is providing good roads. We can ensure environmental safety by providing good roads to reduce road accidents. All the potholes on our roads must be filled. The good roads are mostly provided by the government of the country. So our roads must be provided by government of Ghana. So the next one is safe drinking water. Another way of ensuring environmental safety is by providing good drinking water to all people in the country. People must be encouraged to drink good water to avoid waterborne diseases. Water fetched from rivers must be heated before drinking. So this helps to kill all the germs in the water. So number 6 is reduce usage of chemicals. We can make the environment safe by reducing the use of chemicals on our farms. Most farmers use fertilizers, pesticides, weedicides, and insecticides on the farm. All these chemicals do not help the soil to be fertile. They also kill organisms responsible for making the soil fertile. Another organism like millipede and centipede and then worms. Okay, the last one, not the least, reduce burning of things. So burning rubbish in open places pollutes the air. This means we do not have to burn things anyhow in the environment. So we must have a peculiar place to be burning our rubbish. So these are the ways of making the environment safe. So now let's look at some of the things that we do as humans that put the danger of the environment into. Human activities that do not make the environment safe. 1 is illegal mining, that is galamsey. Okay, and then 2 is indiscriminate cutting down of trees. And then 4 is pollution of the air and water bodies. 4 is bush burning. 5 is smoke from exhaust pipes of cars. Another one is throwing plastic bags around. So these are the things that we do that make the environment not to be to be safe for human body. So now let's go to the demonstrate knowledge of reducing environmental pollution. So there are many activities that we undertake or do which end up or destroying the beauty of the environment. Some of these activities are littering, illegal mining, sand winning, smoke from factories, and many more. So the practice of destroying the natural environment through human activities is called what? Environmental pollution. So we have three main types of environmental pollution, and this one, these are pollution, air pollution, water pollution, and what? Land degradation. So now let's talk about human activities which pollute the environment. Before we start talking about how human activities pollute the air, water, and land in the environment, so let me ask you these questions and answer them. Have you ever polluted the air? If yes, what did you do to pollute the air? Have you polluted water before? So if yes, how did you do it? Have you ever polluted the land? If yes, what did you do to pollute the land? Let me see your answer under the comment. So comment your answer and then send it to me. So human activities which pollute the air. One is what? Smoke from factories. Smoke from factories pollutes the air we breathe. Smoke is not good for human health because it can destroy your lungs. So that's the respiratory system, one of the parts. Examples of factories are Volta Aluminium Company, Vacu at Tema, and Tema Oil Refinery at what? Tema also. So these factories produce what? A lot of what? Smoke. So 2 is bush burning. Bush burning reduces the quality of oxygen we breathe when smoke and dust are released into the atmosphere. So burning of charcoal also causes what? Air pollution. And then the next one is fumes from vehicles. Smoke that comes out of exhaust pipes of overaged cars, old cars, contains what? Dangerous substances which destroy the quality of air. So this makes it difficult for human beings and animals to what? To breathe in. And then dust from mining and construction sites. Dust from mining and construction sites destroy the quality of air. So this makes what? It difficult for humans and animals to breathe in the oxygen. So we are done with how human activities pollute the air. So let's go to how human activities which pollute human activities pollute what? The water bodies. So one is throwing feces into water bodies. Some people throw feces into rivers and seas because they do not have toilet facility in their homes. So this can destroy the water, and it is not safe to drink this water. So number 2 is dumping refuse or waste into water bodies. Water becomes polluted when people dump refuse into it. Refuse containing poisonous chemicals may reduce the quality of the water, so it's not safe to drink that water. And you want 3, using DDT for fishing. Some fishermen use chemicals like DDT for fishing. The chemicals kill most of the fishes, both small and large, in the water. Number 4 is illegal mining activities such as galamsey, as we all know. People who mine wash the gold dust in the water bodies. Some of them also dump chemical waste into water bodies too. Number 5, dumping industrial waste into water bodies. Many industries discharge waste chemicals into rivers or water bodies, which make it unsafe for human and animal consumption or animal use. Okay. So since we are done with water bodies, let's go to human activities which pollute the land. So one is indiscriminate bush burning. So bush burning is the practice of setting fire into a bush. Farmers use fire to clear the land for farming activities, and also hunters burn the land to hunt for bush animals. The fire kills soil microorganisms and makes the land infertile. So this is one of the major activities that pollutes the land. And then next one too is indiscriminate sand winning. Sand winning is the practice whereby large quantities of sand are transferred from original places to other places for building purposes. This practice leads to erosion. Erosion washes the topsoil away and then reduces its nutrients. And we have types of erosion. And then illegal mining. As we all say, galamsey. The activities of illegal mining create potholes in the land. These are mostly left unfilled, and this exposes the land to heat from the sun, and then the land will become compacted. Okay, so let's discuss the effects of pollution on environment or on the environment. One is heat. So pollution of air brings heat into the environment. When air is polluted through smoke, the fresh air becomes hot. Again, cutting down trees also brings heat to the environment too. So let me ask you this question. Do you know that trees bring fresh air? So if you know it, then explain under the comment section. Health hazards. Number 2, breathing in polluted air causes respiratory diseases such as lung cancer, asthma, catarrh, and others. Drinking polluted water can make you fall sick too. Then third one, depletion of natural habitats for animals. Destruction of land has serious effects on the sleeping place of animals. The home of animals which sleep on land get destroyed. And the last one, flooding. We experience a lot when flood occurs when the gutters are choked with rubbish and sand. When we throw items into gutters, it makes it difficult for water to pass through freely. So this causes flood. So when flood comes, it means that we have choked the gutter with our rubbish and sand. So now let's come to the ways of preventing the pollution on the environment. Now we have seen the effects of the environment. So how do we prevent the environment? So ways of preventing pollution on the environment. So pollution of the environment can be prevented by performing simple activities. So some examples are: 1, put rubbish in the dustbins. Always when we make rubbish, you put them in the dustbin. 2, do not cut down trees anyhow. 3, banning all overaged vehicles. Old cars should be banned. Arresting legal miners. So those who do galamsey, we should arrest them. And regular communal labor. So we should clean our environment or community every week or at least once in a month. Yeah, we should do that. Okay, so now recognize the sun as an important body in our global environment. So have you ever seen the sun before? And I'm sure you have. Sun is part of the solar system. The solar system consists of the sun and the 8 planets. So the planet used to be 9, but the last one is no longer part of the planet because it is considered as a dwarf planet. So all the planets move around the sun. And please note that the sun does not move from one place to another. So the planets are so I usually say my very eyes may just see under 9 planets. So Mercury, Mars, Earth, Venus, Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, Uranus, and Pluto. So Pluto has been omitted from the planet. So currently we have 8. So it is clear that the sun is at one place, and all the planets, including the Earth, take light and heat from the sun. So the sun is an important body in our global environment, because without it, human beings will find it very difficult to do their activities during the day. The sun is very important for plants and animals. Plants use sunlight from the sun to prepare their own food through a process called photosynthesis. This means plants can only prepare their food when there is what? Sunlight. The sun also gives human being vitamin. So who can tell me the kind of vitamin we get from the sun? So let me see your answer under the comment section. So the sun helps us to dry our clothes and crops such as groundnuts, maize, and beans. So these are the important things we get from our sun. Okay, so the next thing is we should describe the sun as the source of what? Light and heat to the earth. So can you tell me why the sun is the main source of energy and life on earth? So let me see your answer too under the comment section. So the main source of energy and life on earth is the sun. The sun is at the center of the planetary system. The planets do not produce light on their own, but they depend on the sun for light and heat. So the basic facts about the sun: one is what? Sun is a star. 2. Sun is at the center of the solar system. 3. The earth moves around the sun. And then 4. The sun is 149.6 million kilometers from the earth. 149.6 million kilometers from the earth. The sun is over 1 million times bigger than the earth. Okay, so let's come to the ways people can protect themselves against the sun rays. So we should talk about some of the ways we can protect ourselves from what? Or against sun rays. So one is we can protect ourselves against sun rays by using umbrella. So when it's hot afternoon, you use umbrella when you are going out. Do not wear heavy clothes. Do not wear black and red clothes during the afternoon. And 4. By wearing white, cream, sea blue clothes on sunny days to reflect what? The heat. So okay, so this one brings us to the close of the lesson.